the TALENT randomized control trial has given robust evidence, having been done in European countries, and given a lot of credibility and respectability to what has been an excellent stent technology that's come out from an Indian company, which is the Supraflex stent. From a UK perspective, I have seen that the uptake and use of this stent has increased tremendously on the back of this and continues to do so. In my view, the Indian stent story has just started. We're going to have further trials such as the multi-talent registry, which is going to offer us even more evidence to back the increase in use of this excellent stent product.
Randomized clinical trials are very important because we need to know the safety about these products. So when we do first-in-man trials, this is always interesting for us as clinicians, but it has to be also safe for the patient, and that's why we need data. So whenever we do test a new product, we have to be sure that not to harm the patients, but to help them. And recently the TALENT trial, for example, came out. And this new concept, I consider myself a very, very interesting concept because it proves the method of the ultra-thin strut stents that allow earlier endothelialization of the stents and therefore might help the patients because we can reduce the dual antiplatelet therapy earlier than in other patients.
Yeah, the Indian stents are available, and I'm aware there is data about their being comparable to some of the multinational stents. And now that there is a price cap, so price is not much of an issue, but if they are as good, then as is supported by the randomized control trials, and the government actually approves that and licenses it, there is no reason as far as a cardiologist is concerned for using those stents. I mean, I think they are equivalent, and I'm aware that they are also able to now capture a lot of the international market, which is actually good for the Indian economics as well.
Very recently, TALENT trial, which was there with Supraflex screw stent, and it has really changed the way Indian stents have been seen so far, and it has given very robust data. And because of this trial only, the acceptance of the Indian made stent has gone really up. And in future, I think more and more data based on RCTs will give even more boost to our Indian company stents.
Randomized control trials are very important for medicine. They are the gold standard for confirming that a therapy works. There are randomized control trials now being done in India. One such trial that we have seen in the stent era is the TALENT trial, which shows that an Indian stent is being compared with a Western gold standard stent and come up with data which is very comparable to the international data.
Indian trials like the TALENT trial and the Tuxedo will help us give an Indian data about our own patients, how they behave, what are their lesion types, what are the vessel sizes, and what are the individualized Southeastern and Indian subsets and how we need to deal with them. So this message to the message to the company people would obviously be to use this trial data so that we can individualize care for our patients better than taking data from Western subsets.
So RCTs will actually is the scientific method to prove this stent is the best or the better than another stent, or this stent will help you in a cardiovascular diseases. We had a Indian RCT called as a TALENT trial presented in 2 years back in ACC, that was comparing the Indian stent versus the foreign stents, and which definitely showed that non-inferiority of this two stents. So this is what is a scientific way to prove what you practice is actually right. Thank you.